Hey guys, the Brian Railfan here, and today we're gonna get the point motor stuff out of my way. Yeah, the last video, which was supposed to be a build video, ended up being a complete let's put a point motor, and I still have to put the point motor in for this one. I'm gonna do that off camera. I'm not spending another 20 minutes doing that on camera. But first, I just want to explain what this whole point segment here is. Basically, this point's gonna go off into the Inkster, because I'm gonna actually have Inkster on the inside of the loop. That way I can have, the central lined up ready to go or something, and it'll all look okay. And I'm putting another crossover in here. Don't I already have a crossover? Yes, I do. But it's the other way, so this allows trains from both ways to be able to switch over. So, what am I doing first? Well, first things first, I'm gonna grab the track. I know, interesting stuff. We're going to do more interesting stuff here. We're gonna build this entire layout here, and from the curve and everything. You guys over a little bit. RIP camera for the 5th time. Technically, the camera's my phone, but whatever. Yeah, you can see there I still need to fix the point motor underneath. I'm going to do that in another video, though. Or at another time. I'm not going to do that on video. Because that was a disaster. Or should I do that? That's perfect, this length. Basically, what I'm doing here is to allow the main line to have another running and have this here. Wait, but isn't Grosse Isles in between Inkster? We haven't seen a video of you building Grosse Isles, or the track for it. And I'm not actually building the track with Paradox Central, I'm just building the outer loop right now, that way I can scale it to the inside properly. Because of course, the Paradox Central, it's a single track main line with 3 Ys, one at Warren, one at Grosse Isles, and one at Inkster. But I'm having a tail chaser because I don't want to have one like that. I don't know, I just want to be able to, just come down here and run a train. I don't want to be spending most of the time flipping it around, running whatever the engine is on Ys to turn it around. I have to actually custom build number 3 and the coaches. Modify them heavily. I find ones that look close. But that's for another day. Because that's going to be a pain. I'm not looking forward to doing that, that's for sure. Because it's going to be a lot. It's not that I don't like the work that it's going to involve, it's just going to be a pain. Just because in order... Oh, those are broken pieces. It's just going to be a pain to continually do things like that, and I forgot what I was talking about. Classic Paul. If anyone's wondering, I refer to myself in third person quite a bit. But this piece is perfect for here as long as I cut it. Cover your eyes, everybody. Now I'm going to cut it to length. I was just cutting it so it would be there, and I think, you know what? Just going to get a temporary piece here. This is not the piece that's going to go in there at the end, I don't think, but for demonstration purposes, it will do. So what I'm checking here is this going to hit? What the? The answer is yes, that piece is the right line. So we're going to break again, I keep the ties when I break them off to put back in later. Well, I do clear the excess plastic off the top with a pair of snips. Not the track ones. I use a different pair. You should not use track ones for that. I'm gonna bring. I do have to order some more track nails, as well as order some more fish plates because I'm almost out of fish plates completely. I won't be able to finish the main layout without getting more fish plates. That's for sure. I would order them from my local hobby store of Jansen's, but that's a bad idea. Because if I were to order them now, who knows when they'd come in? We love Jansen's, don't get me wrong, but they don't always call you when they get the things. And they sometimes do, and they sometimes forget to. One time we had decoders there sitting there for weeks because we didn't know they were there. And they came in early, we had no clue that they were there. I mean, it's not what they mainly do. They mainly deal with, like, paint and things like that. But, still. With time-sensitive things, you don't want to be dilly-dallying. So it's just easier, you know, to get them done yourself first time. I'm wearing my headphones right now because they do have a mic in them to keep, basically, you guys, the sound of me with you, even if I'm walking, like, a few feet away from the camera kind of thing. So I just had to scratch my head there, but sorry, you might have had the audio messed up a little bit, but... Because this will probably be its own video here. Sorry. Right where the... There you go, sorry about that. Right where the thing attached, of course, anyways. Hopefully when I get this done, you know, and everything done, like, done completely, it'll be looking really good, hopefully. I mean, you never really know how your layout is going to be until you're done. I mean, you can have a vision, but, you know, it's so intriguing to see the vision come to reality. Oh my, I'm gonna use pliers again. Yeah, when in doubt, pliers. Yeah, for some reason, this is all bent out of shape, and I don't know why. It's not stream fact. Disconnect. I'm gonna grab a little curve to that. If you have a bunch of Rapido stuff here, but that's a story for another day. Oh, there's that little piece I was looking for. I was wondering where you went. Was it a piece of track with a drill head I was looking for? I couldn't find it yesterday and I just bumped into it. Oh, there's the other point motor I couldn't find. In the last episode, that's perfect. Thankfully on the tracks here, I do have quite a bit of spare fish plates for when I built the yard. So that's nice. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the little curve in here deliberately. No, pop this piece out. Oh, wait. Because I'm just trying to figure out kind of what way works best right now, you know? Yeah, like, I eventually want to get a big boy and challenger, but that's not for a long time yet, so I am kind of making the layout with the idea of, hey, someday I gotta have a big locomotive running on it. So turn radius wise. I mean, honestly, even my widest radius probably are still too tight for the big boys. At that point, I was right at the club, probably. Haven't actually been to the club yet in 24. Well, I went there to drop off the membership fees, but because it was so snowy and windy, and it's up by the Brandon Airport there in H-Hut, so there's no protection from the wind, and my dad was in Portage, so the truck isn't here. I was on my own if I got stuck. Like, I mean, I would have had, my mom could have came and get me, or my sister or something, but it didn't have a truck. In case I got stuck, I didn't cut that piece long enough. I must have cut it up to sleep early. Whoops. But I was being super careful because I'm like, if I don't want to stay here and risk getting stuck, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't want to risk that. So I decided, it's just a better idea if I just go there, give Tony the money for the membership and that, and get out so my car, which is a 2012 Civic, doesn't get snowed in. Sure, I have set of winter tires, but it gets so snowy up there, you really don't want to be up there if you do not have to be. Everyone else had, SUVs or something, so they could get in and out better than I could. Yeah, I cut this super early. So yeah, I really haven't even been to the club technically yet in 24 because of that. I mean, I set foot in the door, but that's about it. I haven't even seen the layout because I happened to meet Tony right at the door because he just happened to be. I don't remember what he was doing, but he was going to grab something from one of the other parts of the place there. It's owned by the airport and the museum and the Commonwealth Air Training Plan Museum there, but we're allowed to use that place. We just have to pay for insurance for the club stuff. Because, I mean, they already had the hut anyways, and they use half the hut for, I think, search and rescue. Does meetings there and that. And the museum themselves uses it for storage and things. I mean, lately here we've been getting hit with the wind chill here in the prairies. And it's been like, and I kid you not, with the wind chill, it's been, most of the time, it's been minus 40 something with the wind chill. Right now it's minus 39 with the wind chill. Minus 27 without. We've been getting hit pretty hard with this winter. Because winter, it basically was non-existent, which was really unusual. But then 2024 hit, and winter came in with a vengeance this year. For whatever reason, it did. Pretty sure it was an Alberta Clipper. Which are always fun. So I haven't really been leaving the house all that much. Because, yeah, I don't want to... Sure, my car's plugged in and everything. The block here's plugged in, but... You still don't want to be running your car outside if you do not have to. And so I haven't been. Did I cut it too long now? I'm like a hair too long. You kidding me? And with the Paradox Central's buildings and everything, I'll probably have to 3D model them. Because I don't think they exist in model form at all. So I'm gonna do a series, not building them, probably building them, but because I'm probably not gonna film me designing them on either in Fusion 360 or in SketchUp. I'm probably not gonna film that. But I probably will show. I will show you guys once they're done what they look like. I'm building them and everything. So what I'll probably try to do is I'll probably try to find a similar building if possible. On like Thingiverse or something. So I can feel it so I can print it out, feel it in person, kind of see what changes need to be made. And then make said changes. Okay, that's a whole lot better there. We're actually cut at the right length now. Way better. There we go. I'll show you guys all this in a second. I'm just gonna quickly get these XX pieces out of my way. Get some nails. What do you guys use? Do you glue or do you pin? I was gonna glue originally, but because I'm building it into foam, if I ever want to change or anything, I can just pull, I can pull the pins up. It's not gonna damage anything. It's kind of what I'm doing. But I'd be interested to see what you guys have. Because I know not everyone has their own layout, and I'm aware of that. Maybe just leave your preferences if you don't have a layout, but I know there's several people at the club who don't actually have their own layout. Including me. For the longest time I didn't. I mean, obviously you guys see me building it now. But for the longest time I didn't even have my own layout. You guys can see here I obviously have my own now. Well, I'm building one, it's not finished, but it won't be for quite a while, but at least it's getting built. It's better than not having it built at all, like it was for so many years. The first rendition was actually 2 4x8s up in our living room upstairs, which basically I think I got a single track main line with a cut through at one point, and that was it. Now you're wondering, don't you still need to put the under table point motor in for the other one? Why'd you pin it? I pinned it because I'm going to need it in place when I go to make the hole. That's for the reason why it's pinned. It's only pinned so I can mark where the hole is properly when I put the point motor on. And it's not one of the other table ones, so it's going to be a little bit of a pain to install, but okay, there we go. I just got it marked with a pin there. I'll flip you guys around real quick. So, this is the point motor that's going to go underneath here. This one has the point motor underneath. I haven't wired it yet, but I'm going to. As you can see, it works. You have to add a support underneath the table here because this sticks off by about 8 inches. As you can see here, I built the last crossover here. So you officially have now this you might see, wait, what's this? Well, this is just foam insulation, so it is a little wide like this. But here's where I'm going to attach the thing I'm going to have sitting on top, probably acrylic or something, eventually. That's not going to be for probably another year or two, but when I do eventually put that on, it'll just sit on this. I'm going to paint all this probably brown, but I'm not going to paint underneath the track. What I'm going to do is I'm going to paint all around, because I'm going to have roads, I'm going to lay out where I want the roads, and I'll just paint around that, and then, because I can get close to the track without touching the track, and then I'll ballast on top. I know that seems a more complicated way, but I want to know if the ballast is coming loose. I don't want to see brown, because I will in some areas have a bit more of a brownish tinge. If you guys can see there, I need to sweep. This was from the last one, which I filmed right before. This one I did that to get it underneath. That was not fun. But, cause you see the issue. But yeah, that's that. I'll go just throw it on there. Yeah, and the other crossover was talking. This is what I did the last episode. And this is the original the first crossover, which I gotta run all these wires underneath, but. In fact, you know what? Let's just run them underneath right now. Well, can I run them underneath right now? Well, that one I can't because there's over top the plywood. I gotta take the plywood out from underneath it kind of thing. Unless. I just knock it up maybe. Oh, I'll figure that out later. I'm gonna do that later. Because I'm gonna wire the other stuff off camera. For some reason this curve. No, can I get this piece? Hold up. Y'all just committed. For some reason this corner here, you guys can't see it, but the corner here is really liking to pick up, and I don't know why. Because there should be no reason it's picking up. I don't get why it's doing this. This is really weird why it's doing this. I don't know why it's doing this. I wonder. There we go. Why is it doing this? So as soon as I took out the core... Okay, I figured out the problem with this corner. I'll figure out... The problem is this piece is bent up. That's what's causing all the grief for this one. And this piece, it seems to be this one, so I'm actually going to repair this right now. Because that really irritates me. It should not have been like that. Because this one's good. So is that one. So why is it... Why is it randomly... So right now I'm just trying to figure out which ones kind of are the problem ones and why they're the problem ones. Oh boy. I just threw a fish plate, I think. Oops. I'll have to find that. I'll find it probably when I end up sweeping up this right after the video. Unless, look at it. Found it, never mind. Maybe I still have to sweep up, but that's not what I was looking for. To de-stress this one a little bit, I'm going to move this guy a little bit off. And then pin these all in again. Okay, this one seems to be good now. Nothing's pulling at it, really. This piece of track's the problem. It's bent, so this is coming out of circulation. Which makes a little bit of a challenge. Because it's the only, I think it's the last one I have with this radius. So I mean, there lies a bit of a problem. So unless I cut a curved piece to match this end, it's going to be difficult. Unless I can just bend it back. Okay. I know, because we do that, it changes. That lines up. You know, kind of just putting pressure on it, hoping it goes down enough. Really is the only thing I can do at this point. I'm just gonna set it in here to see what happens when I get these pinned. I should have probably put the fish butts on first. Oops. Oh boy, that's not good. Might also just have to completely redo this corner as well. Or like redo these point ones, because they're all popping on me. Now what you do is you grab something that's heavy, or heavy enough. You grab your Falcon 5MT, and you set it on the track, and hope that the piece will stop popping up on you. Yeah, I fixed this corner a little bit again. When I go to put the ballast on, I'll put extra pins and everything down. But in the meantime, just to help support the end pins, I'm going to pin the ends a little bit just to help support the end ones so they don't tear out. Because they're already struggling, so... Again, not ideal, not something I want to do. But when you ballast over, you won't see. Because I'll remove the pins when I ballast. I might just order another few curves like this to fit in. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll finish the inside curve. And I'm going to check it as well, make sure it has no bad metals. And if it does, flex them a little bit. Because if the two end pieces are good, you don't really care if the middle one's out. So that's kind of what I'm going off of. Perfect. Perfect. Once again, in the last video, I want to keep these under 20 minutes, and now it's what hit half an hour yet again. I wasn't intending on doing this part, but it worked. There we go. What? And this bring it down. Why are they doing this? Great. Oh, there's an issue again. What's the issue? I don't like bending track, but if it's the only way to get this in, so be it. Because it'll be bending down anyway, so we'll be following the correct pattern anyway, so. And that seemed to have helped a lot bending it down. Seems to be lining up now. That's okay. I think I definitely fixed this interior corner. Yeah, the outer one here, the one that you have 5 MTs on. I don't know if it's gonna keep doing this. That's why I'm gonna keep weight on it, just to not stress it out till I get the thing fixed. And I think that is it. It's the round one fan. I'll see you guys all in the next one, and hopefully hopefully the next one I'll have quite a bit more work to show y'all. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. See you all in the next one.